So guys, I've got the sound working again. I was tinkering with it. Logging in now to Lacrame. I was more interested in figuring out how to fix the sound than I was thinking about which account I was logging in. Alright, so... Well, I'm here. Let me start fixing this stuff here. Let's say 50 minutes of game time. That'll let me know when I've been playing for a long time. Let's throw up the port spells and... Where can I go? I have the Ring of Butcher. So if I take this trip back, it's quite a run just to see if Mistmore's open. Maybe I should stay here a little longer. It is 6 a.m. Let's stay here and fight spiders a little longer this time. And then, it's daytime. I don't want to do all my traveling. Let's throw up fresh buffs, skin like steel, and then I'm going to refresh. Barb coat. Let's do Spirit of Wolf. Man, I love it when the sound's working. We'll get some music going too next. Did not take hold. Oh, someone must have... Did someone buff me recently? Oh, did someone buff me? I got Barb coat and... Oh yeah, Protection of Glades. Oops, get down, sit down. Protection of the Glades, and I have Barb coat. This is one I can refresh. Okay, so this is great, and I got Protection of the Glades, and this spell is one that regenerates mana quicker. So let's start using some of these heals. I can regenerate mana better while I'm standing and fighting. That's a good thing. So while I have this Protection of the Glades, I think I'm going to do some root rotting. And the way I start root rotting is I'm going to start with a snare, a nuke, and then a root. My meditation's going up because I just leveled up to level 25. So we don't need to have full mana. I just need to have about 50%, I think. So it gives me at 44% mana. Let's see what it gives me per tick. It goes up to 46. Even with Protection of the Glade. So let's read the spell description first. So Protection of the Glades is a level 60 spell. Let's make sure I have that one. Yes. It's a beneficial group spell. It costs 1200 mana. It gives you 24 AC, 470 hit points, and it gives you 6 mana regen. So normally mana regen, I'm thinking I'm probably do about 12 or so, and it's giving me an extra half, like 6 mana. But I got a huge mana pool too, so taking things into consideration, we're probably ready to fight one. Well, let's see, snare. There's ensnaring roots. I've got a dot. Got him. Let's go ahead and give a dot on him. Alright, and then let's nuke him once. Let's nuke him again. And I'm going to go ahead and root him now. Snaring roots. So while he's dotted and pretty well damaged below half life, I can sit here and meditate. Protection of the Glades is going to speed up the process. I love it. So it is now Saturday morning, 1:30 a.m. I got home and I was exhausted. Had clinic this afternoon. And come home and eat, do my own, habitual routine. Ate some food, healthy choice meal today. And then I laid down just to rest and relax. Set my alarm clock for 10 p.m. I just kept sleeping and sleeping and sleeping. I was going to make a video this evening and upload it, but it didn't get that far. Hey, there's a little guy down there with a green helmet. See if I can get his name. His name is Fitfinder, and he is blue to me. So he is probably fighting in this area too, which is fine. I think there's enough for all of us. I'm just going to root rot. He can get on those two hills over there, and I can stay on this side, and we can pull from our own areas and then maybe split the middle. I'm so glad I got the sound working. Alright, the spider's nearly dead. Let's go ahead and punch it once. Look at that. Just one smackaroo. And I'm up to 41% mana. Let's go ahead and get this one too. So, again, snare. Creeping crud. Alright, let's try to get 2 nukes on them. Get some distance here between us. One more nuke. And then I'll root. Ah, he's right up on me. Alright, now I'm down to 14% mana. And I can just sit down the rest of the way. It's so nice. Uh-oh, Spirit of Wolf's running out. Now, I don't like to mess around. Let's let Spirit of Wolf. That's when I want to have up all times. Now, sit back down. And watch his life diminish. So for drinks, I have bottled water. This Pure Life water. It's really good. And I threw in this powdered flavoring, and it was Skittles flavors. So this one's strawberry powdered flavored water. All right, now what's cheaper? Creeping Crud, that's 100 mana, and this one's 70. Let's just nuke them once and then jump in and smack them and just hit them for the rest. We want to keep our melee up because we just gained level 25. Let's check the experience. See, there we go. One hand blunt just went up to 101. It's so nice. I can just sit here. So what I think I might do is when it gets dark, go to a new location. Going back to Butcher Block, and I would like to fight Mist more. I'm perfect for the pawn group. And I think I can even solo singles around there if there's no group. If there's a group, I'm sure they'll like me. I can cast Spirit of Wolf on the person who's pulling. And then I can act as a healer. It's not so fun being in a group because of maybe the roles you take on. You're just playing catch up with mana all the time, trying to keep people buffed. Let's see what's going on in the world right now. I got off work and I feel nice and relaxed. Looks like there was some kind of meeting in Alaska. I didn't watch that. Stuff about stuff. Try not to talk about politics, but I'm just looking at what's going on. It's a nice thing about meditating. You have time to do things, and when you're on the internet, you have a side window open, and you can check things out. Let's see what's on. So I've been watching King of the Hill. I might watch some more King of the Hill, but I can't do that while I'm recording. So I'm trying to find new content for Warhammer, and I see all these new channels popping up, and they got lots of views. One popped up a month ago, this video from the Gaming Storyteller, and the title of the video is How Powerful is the Emperor of Mankind? Warhammer 40,000 Explained. So if I click on this video, I'm thinking there's about a 75% chance that either the entire script of this video, because it's 41 minutes long, is going to be AI generated, and possibly even the narration is an AI narrator. So someone could, and then all the images are copyrighted images, you know, they just play in the background. And so someone just asked AI to write them a script talking about the Emperor of Mankind in the Warhammer 40,000 universe. Explain how powerful he is using all of the references, you know, literary references. And so it'll generate this entire narrative for them. and then they just have this AI thing to speak for them, and then they just throw up a video and they get 64,000 views. And I see this as a problem. It's generating content, but none of it's original. And as people who do make original content get squeezed out of the market, over time I don't see how there's going to be new original content being produced. I don't know. It's just an issue. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. And so speaking of AI, I'm using that in the workplace now. The preferred AI for me is Perplexity. And what I use it for is to ask it to explain things to people in layman terms. For instance, if I do a lab and say urine microalbumin, I'm looking for amount of protein in the urine, and I'll copy the results into the AI and say, explain this result to a patient in layman terms and give me a recommendation. This is stuff I can do on my own. It's not hard to do, but I'm looking for ways to speed up the process. I have a huge in-basket of things to tell people about. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to nuke him, because he's not going to take full damage on the dot unless he's stationary. So we're going to use the nukes first. Damn, that one spawned right over there. Okay. Now I'm going to throw up the dot. I'm trying to avoid those two. And then we'll root them right here. Alright, and then sit. Should be okay and safe to sit here. They're getting closer to him, but he's not too close. I don't want to add. And so AI, what I do is get the result and I'll copy it and I'll paste it into a message I send to the patient saying, this is what your lab is, and this is the value, and this is what it means. And then it gives me a recommendation, a very basic one, like reduce potassium in your diet, or, you know, I don't know whatever, depending on what I'm looking at. It does help me out. And what I find most useful about AI is whenever I'm doing a lot of these things and my brain is exhausted from working all day, it saves me from using so much brain power. Some of the things I really love are, I saw this commercial for an app, and what it does is you take a book, and I hate reading. Let's put it away. I like reading, but it's just taxing on the eyes. It's exhausting. My eyes get tired. I want to close my eyes at the end of the day, but I want to listen to things. So you can take pictures of the pages, and they got really good text to speech. And this app lets you read it in celebrity voices if you want, and it just does pretty good. So I was thinking, that's really nice. I can just take pictures of the pages and maybe take pictures of a whole chapter, and then just have this app start reading to me and I can close my eyes, and next thing I know, I'm probably asleep. Bedtime stories. So that's one thing that might help with sleep for a lot of people, is having a bedtime story. I think that's what, you know, before people had cell phones and tablets and kids, you know, they didn't have TVs in their room or video games. The way to wind down at night was a kid would lay in bed and maybe a mom or dad or somebody would read a bedtime story to him. And the next thing you know, the kid's sleeping. All right, let's get another speeder. Snare. We're gonna have to pull him over here. Now he's behind me. I saved time by not turning around to face him. Nuke, landed it, 99 damage. Nuke, landed it, 99 damage. Let's get a dot. Creeping crud. Creeping critter. Oops. Don't fizzle. Now he's on top of me. Urgh. Now I'm gonna root him. Out of range. Oh, wrong one. I always hate how they share same icon graphics. So my shield and the root share the same graphic right there, and I get them confused. So he's already down half-life. Easy. So even without having protection of the glade, I can do this so easily. None of the equipment's really helping me too much. I am getting a lot more mana for my wisdom items, but if I'm not full mana, I'm not getting any benefit out of having extra mana. It doesn't speed up my meditation rate or anything, is what I'm trying to say. You know, the YouTube algorithms really got me pinned down. They know exactly what I'm into, and I get all of these videos about investing, and well, it's really just investing. Right, creeping crud doesn't last super long. Snare's gone out. This is a stronger spider, I think. Maybe he'll raise my defense. My AC right now says 528. I want to continue meleeing sometimes, not all the time, but now I'm overweight at 87 weight of 86 max, so I can give myself a strength. Let's go ahead and do this since I'm still high on mana. Refresh barb coat, and how about strength of earth to give myself more strength and I'm not encumbered anymore. Alright, what should I throw up now? We can do wolf form. Snaring roots. Barb coat's already been refreshed. What was in that spot? Summon food. Camouflage. I don't know. Let's put a gate. Just in case I need to escape. So you do cure, CHARINFO. Tells you where you're bound, and it says I'm bound in West Commons. Let's kill a spider. Man, it's such a great day in the East Karanas. Again, super easy. Snare. The snare's good in case root breaks. So this root works pretty well. Where'd you come from? There's another spider. Now this time I'm just gonna do one nuke. A creeping crud. And then a root on him. So when the creeping crud wears out, I'll just refresh. I ordered groceries for the morning time. It's 1:48 a.m. Groceries should arrive around 7 a.m. I was kind of wanting cookies. I wonder if I can still add to my order. Let's go to Walmart app. It'll let you add to your order up to a certain point. Right, go to my Walmart app. What do you guys tip? What's a good % tip for grocery delivery? I live really close to Walmart. I live about a mile away. So the only reason I tip as much as I do, because I do live up 2 flights of stairs. But my grocery orders tend to be about $35, $40. And so I'm trying to be generous. I just don't have a good idea of how much I should be tipping. I'm not rich by any means. I have let's just say I have a lot of debt. I have a negative net worth. And I'm scared every time I look at see my debt. All right, so it says my orders, purchase history. It says it's going to ride between 7 and 9. For the next 2 hours and 10 minutes, I can add items to my order. He's getting away. Let's just nuke. Man, this is too easy. And look at the money. All that silk. It's going to make me a wealthy hobbit. I've been listening to some videos too from a channel called In Deep Geek, and he's doing a lot of Lord of the Rings videos, and they'll be like, and I know it's not AI, these are maybe some older videos, and the video will be like, it's a guy reading it, he's a British guy, English name, forget his name, anyways. So the theme of the video be like, did Sauron know Gandalf was a Maiar? You know? And it'll be like 20-30 minute video, and I'll just put that on, close my eyes, and then I'll be asleep in like 10 minutes. It's really good. Alright, so I did that. Let me just nuke. And then let me just throw up a creeping critter. Creepy crawlies. You know, one thing I never skip on, because I do the little scrolling thing, you know, with Facebook or YouTube Shorts. Every time a cat video is on, I just never scroll past it. I have to watch it. I never actively search for cat videos, but if I'm scrolling and I see a cat video, I'll stop and watch it. And I've been getting a lot of videos too about these like body cam footage encounters. It's a lot of clickbait in the titles, but it's body cam footage, so there's people doing crazy stuff, and I enjoy watching those. Crag spiders. This is like, as a classic area to hunt, there's not very many locations that can beat this. Money, for money, and XP's great. If there was a zone experience modifier, oh boy. So this would be, if I knew about like the natural progression during classic days, I would do this route from Kinos to West Karanas to North Karanas to East Karanas. And then from East Karanas, I would go probably the Firot, Wraith Mountains. I'd probably go to Wraith Mountains and Firot. And then where would I end up in? Maybe instead of that, if I didn't want to go there, I'd go to Split Palair, South Karana area. And then at this point, you're getting close to like level 40. All right, you're gonna come up on me like this. Let's just start. Let's melee him. Okay, so melee. I'm gonna throw up Shield of Thistle. Let's go ahead and give him a Creeping Crud. Let's see if I can nuke him too. Alright, so I'm already poisoned, so I'm worried if he poisons me again. Reflecting it back, 11 damage every time, so there's 11, 11, 11, 11. 55 points. 66 points. 77. 88. And the spider is about to start running away. There he goes. Easy. So if you root him, he'll stop and attack you back. If I snare him, he won't turn back and fight me. So if they're fleeing and you got a snare, you snare and not root. That was easy. Let's take a look. Experience is crawling. It's almost at a yellow bubble now. And I have this bark, woven bark, yeah. So you can click this to do a snare, but you have to be higher level. Let's see what level you need to be to activate the earring of woven bark. I always keep my wiki open when I'm playing. Earring of woven bark. You have to be high level. So you have to be level 49 and you right click it and it casts a snare. And you can use it as a druid or a ranger. I think I'm ready for another spider. If I can find one. Now these guys are still blue. Let's fight one or two. So it says you can pose a problem, but you can probably defeat it. So these are greens that would still give me XP. Now, do I have anything to separate them or lull? Take off the gate. I've got harmony. Yes, I do. So let's go ahead and use harmony to prevent us from getting multiples. I'm going to cast harmony on that one right there, Triggle. Good grief, how long does it take for the spell? There it goes. Now I'll pull this one here. Let's go ahead and start out with the snare. Alright, let's give him a creeping crud. And let's give him a root. I'm also going to nuke him. And then I'm going to sit down. Ah, it broke the root. That's why it's important to plan out the order of your attack. You want to nuke them before you root them. I just didn't have enough distance here. But because he's snared, he won't run away. There we go, easy stuff. And I'll just didn't get a chance to sit down. Okay, that was one down. Now the one I want to fight is that blue one. Two blue ones. Let's get the green first. I'm just going to throw up harmony just in case he's close enough. What I should have done is harmony on that one there. Let me do that again. I'm going to cast harmony on this one in the middle. Alright, I think we're ready to go. So harmony, the one in the middle. I can handle two greens, no problem. See, that's what I wanted right there. Cast snare on this one. Let's go ahead and cast the nuke. Let's go ahead and cast a creeping critter. And then root him. Come on, root. Don't let him hit me. Perfect. That must be maddening. You're just standing right there and your feet can't move. You can't fight back. You're poisoned. Wearing camo pants. Look how big his foot is, his left foot. It's like ridiculously big. It's like almost it's as long as his almost as long as his leg, his foot. Nice. Look at that rawhide. I knew they were rawhide. I'm not going to loot it because as soon as my strength spell runs out, I'm encumbered again. So next one is going to be a blue kill. Now I think these are actually casters. Maybe shaman class casters. So I want to have... Let's do some heals first. Let's heal myself twice and then sit longer. Because they will nuke. So I can root them and they won't be able to melee me, but he'll start casting all these dots on me. It's going to be annoying. Alright, I just added some shredded cheese to my order. Dang it, look at him ganging up on a spider. Hey, if I do harmony on, I'll get them all. Watch this. Oh man, he moved. That's so annoying. Now that's the one I wanted. No, he's... I think I only have to do harmony on this one here. Yeah, okay, so he's gonna be tough. This guy right here is gonna be tough, I'm telling you. Let's just start out with snare. Alright, I got him. See, he's nuking me. Here he comes. I'm gonna nuke him back. Two can play at that game. Alright. Let's go and nuke him one more time. Come on. Shoot, I can't see. So I'm just gonna hit the one button. That's my auto attack. Ooh, hope I hit it. Yeah, I did. Okay. Oh, he dispelled me too. Oh, this nasty dude. Let's just nuke again. Dang it, what did he get rid of? Anyways, that was kind of cool, but I have barcode, I have protection of the glades. Oh, Spirit of Wolf's gone. That was sneaky. We have green, we have green, we have green, a blue, and a green. I'm just gonna go ahead and creeping crud on this guy. Cool. When he tries to run, we'll nuke. Easy stuff. So I've got melees on. Let me do harmony on this. I'm gonna get the blue guy. Creeping crud and then snare. So he's probably a caster too. He's running quick. He's got Spirit of Wolf on. So I snared him. I'm gonna root him. I don't think he is a caster. He's already got creeping crud on. Let's nuke. Just continue to nuke him. Did I snare him? I don't think I snared him. It's important because I don't want him running into the other group of them when they flee. And I'm out of mana completely now. Sit down. Just let the creeping crud... it wore off. Alright. I think this will be the last fight. It's a pretty good session. It's already starting to get dark in the game too. Perfect timing. So next time I'll go to Mistmore Castle. Let's check the experience. Yeah, we finished a full yellow bar. And my offense is going up and Oh, my conjuration, evocation, all those are going up. This was a real good session here, I gotta say. Man, Druid's such a chill class to play. How can people not like playing Druid? You can Spirit a Wolf, you can port anywhere in the game. It's so convenient. And then when you want to play, you have Snare, you have Root, you have Dots, you have Nukes, heals, personal heals. You've got the entire toolkit for an Everquest solo class play. I find, now I'm sure Shaman's better at higher levels for soloing, but for lower levels, Druid is way easier. And I would say even at, when you get to mid-level range and you can quad kite, it's got to be so hard to beat a Druid. This class is so good at soloing. But guys, have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. I'll try to upload more, but work's been brutal.